used to try to do a little YouTube where you do like a live stream, and
Yeah.
that was good times too. I would just make like these ridiculous. I was like a kid. I was making ridiculous ridiculous clickbait thumbnails.
Yeah, this is what I do.
There's just a lot of that face.
Oh.
I got 3 kills in Fortnite. It was people were watching for the commentary. It wasn't for the game.
And go. You were just not ready for something. That's what that was. Oh, they wham! Yeah, can you hear me? Reloading.
For the stream!
Do you like flavor? What's up, creeps? Welcome back to Dust Off the Mic. Frank Lawson. I don't know you. I don't really know you very well.
No.
You know, you came...
We're strangers.
I want to say highly recommended from Scott, but he's like, hey, you should check this guy out.
That's it?
Yeah, you should check him out. It could be good. I think that's how he described it. He said it's, if you bring him on, just make sure that it's not to be disappointed.
Yeah, Scott's a guy who I have a lot of my life to thank, really. Scott Kiggins is... I oftentimes I think back, I reflect on my life, and I wonder, who would I be if it wasn't for Scott Kiggins?
Oh, and how long have you known him?
I've known Scott 23 days at this point, I think.
23 days. Just a little over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's such a paramount part of your life.
That's the kind of impression he has on people, and that's what he does. That's Scott Kiggins.
I mean, I feel like I've known him for years. After hearing his voice on editing all week, I feel like I've known him for years.
Well, when Father's Day happened, I looked at my dad and I thought, God, it'd be a lot better if Scott Kiggins was here with me on Father's Day.
I thought you were gonna say if Scott Higgins was my dad.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It'd be a lot better if he was my father.
It'd be great if my parents just got divorced a couple weeks ago and Scott got in there and fucking.
It's all about timing.
Just took over. Yeah.
It's all about timing.
But kid can dream.
Well, I guess you're a comedian, right? But I appreciate that Scott brought you into the mist. I'm actually on a run with comedians right now.
Yeah.
Probably like maybe 20 something in a row.
20 in a row. How many episodes have you done?
This will be 53.
That's
53.
I mean, that's big.
Yeah, I'm going for 100 before the end of the year. That's what I promised. Whatever.
100 episodes or 100 comedians in a row?
100 episodes total.
Okay.
Like you can do whatever as long as it's like interesting and it's whatever you love to do.
Yeah.
This is a very passion-esque kind of thing we do. Like comedy is.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta love it.
You definitely do. It's definitely not something that. It's definitely not something you do for financial reasons or because girls like it or really because anyone likes it for that matter. It's definitely not something you do for that reason.
Yeah, it's like having children. Like it's really just because you want to love something. You want to
watch something
it grow,
that's yours.
But it will deter pussy away from you.
Yes.
It will drain your pockets while you try and watch it grow.
Yeah.
But you love it.
Yeah.
You love them.
Yeah,
I love you guys.
I don't have any kids. Yeah, I don't have any kids, but God, I'm going to resent them when I have them,
It's so good.
I'm going to resent them. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to love them, and
you wake up
I'm going to hate them.
You're like, man, I'm going to treat them so good today, and then they start talking,
and they're just
you're like,
where are my Cheerios? Where the
fuck?
Where are the Cheerios?
I've gotten to, instead of, yes, honey, it's what do you want? Because it's always you want something. So tell me about your comedic journey. How did you come across this passion of yours?
Well, when I met Scott Kiggins 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
That inspired me to start comedy about 3 years ago.
There's a fly in the studio. This is great production quality, by the way.
Yeah, the fly. I know the cameras are going to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, I met Scott 3 weeks ago. That really is what jump-started my comedy journey 3 years ago down in Charleston, South Carolina. So really, we got Scott to thank.
So Scott transcended time and space, really.
Yeah, I think he did. You know what it was? I had one of those dreams where it's one of the ones that kind of ends up coming true. Like, and I don't know. There might be a word for it. I don't know. I feel like I have dreams. You don't really know what happened.
I think
and then when you live it, you're like, that's what that dream was.
Wow. It's like a prophecy.
Yeah.
It's like a prophecy. So anyway,
yes.
3 years ago, Scott Kiggins prophesized your comedy career.
No, there's a real story to this, and the person that I owe all my thanks to. All of the last 3 years of disappointment and wasted nights and being in line at open mics for hours and watching terrible comedy, including my own. I have a guy named Les Buford to thank for that. Les Buford hates when people say less is more to him. Hates that. But Les is a guy I worked with. I went to school in Charleston, South Carolina. So I was down in Charleston, South Carolina for 4 years. And towards the end of that, like I was working at a restaurant down there, and Les was one of my coworkers. He was a waiter at this restaurant we were at. And yeah, he got me to do it. He used to do comedy. He struggled with kind of what you see from a lot of comedians where it's like, do a couple bits, you stop showing up to the mics, you don't do comedy for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden you show up again and you try it again. So that was kind of Les's story, and he was telling me how he was going to do it again, and I was like, I actually really like comedy. Like, I think I might want to try to go with you too. So anyway, the funny story with that is that I go to the first open mic with Les. We're going to sign up together. I'm nervous. He's nervous. He hasn't done it in like 3 years. Les is like in his mid 40s too. So it was great because I'm just like, dude, what do you like? Yeah, I get why I'm nervous. Haven't you done like, yeah? I'm like, haven't you
got life
this?
experience. What's up?
Yeah,
with you?
like you should be good, man. But yeah, the list got capped at 20 the first night we did comedy. Les and I were 20 and 21. I was really 21. Les was in front of me in line. He moved behind me. He made me go, so I went by myself. And then and then I pretty much just started doing comedy every week while telling Les that this is like, I'm like, dude, Les, come on, dude. Like, you got me into this. And he showed up like 2 times.
Oh fuck! So he started you on it, and you've actually taken it more serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just always great. He did end up coming out, but after like me hounding him all the time, like, dude, I get it. Like, it's terrible, but like, let's go, dude. I'm going to the mic.
When's the last time he went with you?
Well, I moved from Charleston almost 2 years ago now. Actually, I guess it is 2 years ago now. So, yeah, last time he went was probably 2024. May, and I think he did this bit about someone committing suicide, and God, it's a tough sell. It was awesome.
It's a tough sell.
Yeah, no, the room was very quiet, but man, it was a good bit. It was a good bit. He had it all.
Yeah,
it's just
a rough crowd.
Yeah, tough room.
Got to read the room, especially on like that's like a next level joke topic.
Yeah. No, it can easily go wrong.
Yes,
it can easily go wrong. And yeah, it did that day for Les, which was great. But the best part was he didn't stop doing the bit. Like he had 5 minutes written. He did his 5 minutes.
He had it written down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So yeah. Anyway, that was a long way of saying started down in Charleston and did it my I guess junior and senior year of college down there, and then kind of picked it back up when I got up here to Philly, and yeah.
You said you moved back up here when?
Guess it was 2024.
Okay, and you're originally from?
Jersey?
Yeah,
I'm from the area. Yeah,
nice.
From Jersey. Grew up in Morristown near all the good stuff here in South Jersey and Philly. So it was good.
Oh.
Philadelphia is way better than South Carolina.
Oh, I would agree.
I'd like to say. Well,
I would agree. I've been through South Carolina and I've been through Philly, and one definitely looks more interesting than the other.
We just got better people who are like trying to do stuff. The people are cooler.
And I love a good asshole.
No offense. Yeah.
I love a good asshole. Like,
yeah.
You don't have to be a piece of shit. That's a whole that's
yes.
a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know. But like, I love a good, like, what the fuck are you even talking about kind of guy.
Yes.
You know?
I very much appreciate those people, and you don't get them in South Carolina. A lot of times they're just like nice to you, and
or
they're
a piece
like,
of shit.
Yeah, they're like, hey, can I do anything to help? And I'm like, no. Leave me. Like,
what's your angle, dude?
You can't help.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Scott Kiggins or some shit? Like, back the fuck
Scott?
up.
I owe you everything, Scott. Scott.
Yeah.
I'd be nothing without you.
I was actually going to rewrite the whole wheel, and it was just going to be Scott Kiggins things. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Scott Kiggins' mother's maiden name is my security password.
Oh.
On every platform.
That's all right. I don't think anybody's watching.
Yeah.
That's not leaked. Like, your information is safe in my stream, I think.
Okay.
For now. So, what like your adaptation to the South Jersey comedy circuit from South Carolina, would you say that was a better transition? I'm sorry, Philly Philly, Jersey area,
Yeah.
like the High Note Circle. How's that transition been?
It was interesting at first. In the Charleston comedy scene, while seemingly like it was pretty small when I started, to be honest. There was one mic. There's really one mic a week, basically. And then other than that, yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, again, we're lazy. South Carolina, lazy, dude. No one's
really?
doing anything, man.
Oh man.
No offense, South Carolina. Scott told me to say all this about South
Yeah.
Carolina. Scott,
He owes everything to him.
yeah,
So
this
his
is
whole
Scott's
personality.
opinion.
This is actually just Scott ventriloquizing.
Yeah. So anyway, the Charleston scene was great. Like they're again, very friendly, very welcoming, which was good and helpful. But so it was a small scene. It was a lot of great people. Some very funny people down there. But this scene is way bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Way bigger. Like at our open mics, and I said the list got capped at 20, but like you got 11 people. It's the same 11 people every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like hardly
working.
anyone new.
And they're working.
Yeah, it's the same material every time. In fact,
They're working that shit.
this is a funny story. I went back to Charleston last year. Because now there's a new comedy club down there, Wits End, which is owned by Josh Bates. Shout out Josh Bates and Wits End Comedy Club in North Charleston. So he started that. That didn't open until I left, which was a real bummer because that's been really cool and great for the scene. Like it's really a awesome room. So that's shout out Wits End in Charleston. But so I go there like maybe a year or so removed. Like I just kind of show up, see if anyone remembers me or whatever. And sure enough, it was like I never left. It was like I was there at the mic last
Just went
week.
right back in.
I could recite everyone's bits. Like I know them. So I don't know. It was funny. It's a good scene, small scene, and it's definitely growing. And they're doing a lot of good work down there. Liam Baker is one of the funniest people ever. He's a Charleston comedian. Liam Baker.
Okay.
Liam Clancy. Bobby Baker Show. Mona Bender, Shauna Jarrett.
Send me some profile names, man. I can do a Skype.
Do a
call.
virtual.
I've done virtuals.
Call.
I did Tyson Colson in Ohio.
Ooh.
I've done couple of people in Pennsylvania. Like all
okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I'm ready for whatever.
I can get to some Charleston people.
I'm ready for
there.
whatever. We're on the road to 100 episodes, and we're working on it.
Okay. And then that'll help you with your consecutive streak of comedians.
This is kind of aside from the other shit I'm doing. This is my job now.
Yeah.
This is it. So, welcome to the office.
It's a beautiful office. It really is. There's a lot of good things in this room. It's a shame that this camera can't pan everywhere. I'm looking at a full-size cutout of Dwight Schrute, who's just
glaring the fuck out of you.
Looking good.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he just makes sure you're real. You know what I mean? He makes sure you're real. Because if you're not, he just hops to life.
Scott Kiggins makes sure I'm real.
Fair enough. Well, then you're good, and that's why he hasn't moved yet. So what else are you into? Gamer or anything like that?
Growing up, definitely.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I should rephrase that because I'm really not I'm not a traditional gamer. I'm not actually good at any games.
Okay.
Okay.
That's honest.
I'm not good at any of them. I just did a lot of 2K and Madden, which I think is part of my for whatever reason infatuation with the NBA. But
okay.
Yeah, a lot of 2K and Madden. I did. I used to try to do a little YouTube where you do like a live stream and yeah, that was good times too. I would just make like these ridiculous. I was like a kid. I was making ridiculous ridiculous clickbait thumbnails.
Yeah, this is what I do.
It's just a lot of that face.
Oh.
I got 3 kills in Fortnite. It was so nice. People were watching for the commentary. It wasn't for the gameplay.
No, that's exactly why people watch me game. They watch me to either be scared shitless by random things that I put myself into. This fly's pissing me off. To just be performing terribly, terrible gaming performance.
What games are you playing when you're doing this? When you're streaming?
I like survival games, which is probably where the jump scares come in. And I've been dabbling in what did I just play? I played The Isle, which is just like a dinosaur game. It's like a dinosaur survival game, which scared the fuck out of me 30 seconds in. Of course, I wanted to be a Giganotosaurus, just big T-Rex looking fucking thing.
You actually play as a dinosaur?
You play as a adolescent, and you have to grow up. So you have to like hunt things, eat, and then it like takes like hours to grow this thing, unless you're on a modded server and you can like speed through. But a real like vanilla server, like it takes 12 hours to become full grown. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, yeah. So I almost got killed. I almost got killed by a full grown one, and then it like adopted me. I didn't talk to these things at all. They were other players. And then they were like using roars and world chat, and they like told me to follow him, and he like took me to water, killed things for me, and then I grew up and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I died falling off a cliff.
That is.
I wasted all of that love from the Giga family.
They didn't tell you. They didn't roar at you when you were getting too close.
They kind of abandoned me, as most dinosaurs often do when you get too old. He's a liability now. Like he's gonna eat all the shit.
Yeah.
So they just
right.
You know.
Yeah, it's not the same like when you're young. You know, it's just like
But I'm a pretty hard gamer. I'll go ham on any fucking game. I did Call of Duty for a long time, Ark Survival, which is it's like drugs.
That dinosaur game sounds so electric to me. That sounds awesome.
You should play it. It's not a very big game.
You're just trying to be a dinosaur.
Just trying to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does like a meteor ever come and like kill all the dinosaurs?
I think that's at the end.
How many hours?
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
But I think that's how it ends.
You would
I only played one time.
It's gotta be that.
I don't even know if there's a storyline, but I know how it ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds quite unfortunate.
Yeah. You become a fossil. They put you're in the museum, like they put you in
some fat guy with glasses just unearths you.
Let's go.
We found it. Fantastic. This one's almost whole.
That's sweet.
Because he's a wizard from medieval times, apparently. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. As often my British impressions are.
I'd like to circle back to Dwight Schrute.
Okay, please. I love The Office. Go ahead.
I watched The Office maybe 6 times through at least.
That's where we'll connect.
It's been a while. I had to get off. I was addicted. I had to get off of it. I had to stop watching the show.
Did you do the thing where you run it as background noise through your entire life?
Yes. In the sense that I would go to sleep, it'd be on, and I'd wake up, and and then the only time it really wasn't on is if I had to
when
go
you were watching sports or something.
Yeah. Or just I had to leave the room and be thinking about The Office. I'd be like, oh, that's a great episode. There's I got a lot of great shows that I love, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm oddly selective with them. Arrested Development. You
love Arrested Development. You like the interview comedy, so Parks and Rec. Office.
Yes, Parks and Rec is awesome. Yeah, even something like 30 Rock. Something like 30 Rock.
Okay.
I
never got too into it, but I did see a couple of little tidbits here and there.
I agree. I didn't get too into it either, but it is, dude. What's her name, dude? What's Tina Fey? Tina Fey's a genius. Tina Fey is awesome. Tina Fey's so cool.
I don't know much about her, to be honest with you.
I don't either, but I know that.
Just you love everything.
I know that.
What
yeah.
you know.
What I do see, I'm always like, that's it.
I respect that.
That's why she's rich and famous.
Probably.
It's gotta be because she's not hot.
I like your style. You act hot.
Yeah. Yeah, Tina Fey.
Hell yeah.
See. Oh yeah, Always Sunny in Philly, dude. That's a great one.
That's a good show. I haven't gone through that as much as Office, though.
Have you ever seen Portlandia?
No, I've not.
It's I think it's obscure. I really only know one other person in the world that likes this show.
Okay.
Check it out with Dr. Steve Brule.
Okay.
Nathan For You. Have you seen these things?
No.
These are big time. These, if the thousands of people watching want to have a great show to watch,
let me know.
Yeah, it would be all the ones that I'm saying.
I'm buffing up on my history right now, so I'm watching X-Files, and I just finished watching Stargate SG-1, which if you're in the tinfoil hat club like myself, it's not even a show, it's disclosure.
X-Files is disclosure.
Totally. It was just like them testing the waters to see how we would react. Be like, oh, we love this show.
Yeah, the aliens are out there.
They're out there.
They're for sure out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're gonna get to do whatever they want.
I just don't think they're out there in the sense the government's telling us they're out there.
No,
because if they're talking about it, then it's bullshit.
Yeah, they might have just left.
Yeah. They're here.
Yeah, they might have left. So what's your thought? What's your take on the aliens? What's important to know about the aliens after watching X-Files, after going through these things? What's important to think about?
Well, if you watch specific shows, like First of all, there's a main rule in a lot of occultism. Like, if you believe that our government is one giant, like, crazy murder sex cult, which I kind of believe. Like, I think it's really just like wealthy people controlling the flow of finances, and they do it in a weird, like, satanic way. If you believe in that, then they have to disclose things to you in order to be, like, demonic in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to tell you what they're doing, but they don't have to be like, this is what I'm doing now. We're going to fuck you up. They're doing it in a disclosure way, and they're getting us to sign on board with it. So it's everything. It's subscriptions. It's food. It's, you know, the things in your car. They're kind of getting you to co-sign and be okay with it, and then they're just laying it on you. And then by the time they flip a switch, we're all locked into this world, and we got nothing to defend ourselves with. I think they talk about the aliens as a way out of things that they really did, and that we're not ready to hear, otherwise we'll just kill them all. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the aliens they just get to pass it off on, it's out of our control, it's the aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, we actually made the deal with the aliens, and the aliens are actually on with us.
Lost a couple of nukes here and there, a boom goes off, oh, it was aliens, you know.
Aliens
not us.
swiped them.
Yeah. And I
AI
truly
hacked the launch codes or something. Yeah.
I truly believe they're like, a lot of our sci-fi and a lot of that stuff has been trickled information from black site sources, and somebody went, this could be a fucking show. Like, nobody's going to believe this is real. I might as well write it all down. And it's crazy. In Stargate SG-1, there's a specific I can't talk today. Specific episode in, like, late in the series where there's literally a show, and it's based off of the Stargate team. And it's and they bring the Stargate team in as consultants, and there's alien shit going on while it's happening, and then they're like, yeah, it's just a show. But it's really happening. So then I'm like, okay, Stargate is pretty much doing that to the alien world. Yeah, that's where I go. That's where my brain goes. Welcome to the crazy house.
No, I try to do as little. I don't know. My thought on aliens and the government is very similar to how I feel when I'm on a plane. When I'm flying on a plane, like, because some people are afraid to fly. Some people they get nervous on flights, and I'm almost most relaxed on a flight, mostly because if this plane goes down, out of my hands. Right. What am I going to do about this plane going down? Nothing. I'm either going to live or I'm not, and what can I do about that? So that's what I think. I think of the aliens. I'm like, yeah, they're for sure out there. Mm-hmm. What am I going to do about that? You know? Yeah, the government could be trying to.
I think if you
trying
knew
to get
more,
me,
if you knew all about them from Jump Street, and somebody wasn't, like, brushing it all under the rug,
right?
You could at least be like, okay, now I know what to do.
Can I counter with this?
Please.
There's a lot of information about bears out there, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe bear mace. I don't know. I'm not experienced with bears.
Okay.
But the information's out. They're not hiding the bear stuff from me. You know, they'll tell you to you know.
I don't think nuclear exchange has happened in the spirit of bears. I don't think espionage has ever happened because I won't say that. Russia exists.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happened because of bears. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I do.
I'm just saying that if I came across a bear in the woods, I got nothing.
The bears. I get you.
The bear's going to leave me alone, or it's not.
It's probably going to eat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know all about bears. They've been telling us about bears.
Yeah.
It would be like if we knew bears existed, like people have sworn they saw bears before, and they're running around in the woods and killing people, and then the government's like, there's no bears. For 30 years. I'm sorry. 70 years. They're like, there's no bears. There's no bears.
That's what they try to do with Bigfoot, too.
But no, from all of human existence, we have written all the shit down about bears because they could fucking kill us at any moment. Like, we literally learned how to hunt, kill, and survive.
So you're saying, you're citing some of the hieroglyphics that maybe depicted aliens. Maybe that's
people.
This is all what's going on.
They
when
were
you're
trying
about
to tell us. And if you look at the paintings, what's on there? Fucking bears.
Yeah.
Lions.
Yeah.
Gazelles and shit. They talked about their world. And then they started writing it down. And then somewhere along the lines, they're like, yo, these people can't know about this part.
Yeah.
Because they did something and then tried to cover it up. And now, like, it's just a web. And we'll never be able to figure it out, dude. There's so much information lost. It's crazy.
The aliens did do it. I'm trying to remember everything I know about aliens.
Did you ask Scott Higgins?
Yeah. Scott, hang on. Just in from Scott. He's telling me that the pyramids were built by aliens. And no, I feel like at one point I held the stance that the aliens are God. Whatever we think God is the alien.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is.
It's another Stargate SG-1 reference.
Yeah.
Like Thor and all that is like the gray aliens. They call them the Asgard. I'm serious, dude. And like all the bad guys are called the Goa'uld.
Yeah.
And they're all like the Egyptian gods and shit like that.
So the Asgards are. Can I tell you this actually on that topic? This is just a personal anecdote. It's a little bit of a trip story here.
Okay.
I was a kid when I was doing this. I was a little bit younger, but I was doing shrooms and
hell yeah.
At some
I was
point,
hoping that's what you meant by trip story.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a vacation.
Yeah, you didn't go anywhere. Well, you went somewhere.
No, I was doing mushrooms. Yeah.
Okay.
No, so I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. I'm in this bed, and then all of a sudden I like wake up to what I understood as these golden Egyptian hieroglyphics, like on the ceiling, like they're moving around, they're doing stuff, and in that moment I was just like, the Egyptians were right, like they got it all. So I never looked into what that meant or anything, but for a while I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Egyptians knew so whatever they said is correct, because
I think what we know about the Egyptians is completely wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's been so much washed history that we'll never know until like the aliens come back and are like, nah, we totally built that. Are you serious? You thought Jews did that?
Yeah,
they kept complaining.
They had to have built it. How are we building this thing? Don't we still not have any idea how they were built, like, at all?
I think we believe it because there's no way we believe that they had the technology to do it, but I think the technologies have been lost through the ages too. I think that's a thing.
Right,
I believe in Younger Dryas.
They did it, like, they just like levitated it all over there.
Joe Rogan got me all on the Younger Dryas shit.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. The impact theories, all that stuff. Or it could be fucking aliens. Aliens is a really easy explanation to a lot of the crazy shit we've seen in our life.
It is.
The UFOs are definitely real, whether they're alien or not.
Yeah. I think of, in astronomy, I learned pretty quickly into astronomy. I don't know anything about astronomy. What I do know is that the answer to everything they don't know is just like, meteor. Meteor probably did it. It's probably because of a meteor.
Right. Comet.
And yeah, comet, whatever, asteroid. There are differences between those, and I definitely know them because I was tested on them. But whatever, flying object in space is the answer to every unanswered question.
Hell yeah.
In astronomy. So that's So for us, aliens. Everything we don't know, aliens.
Yeah.
Or fuck it, meteor. It's that too.
A lot of people do that. Like some people just go, we can't explain it. It's miracle, God.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Miracle.
Buddha, all of them.
Can't explain it.
Can't explain it. Miracle. It must be just God.
You know who I just think? Scott Kiggins.
I think you're onto something. I think he mentioned he might be trying to start a cult, and it's working.
He doesn't even need to do anything. I'm in.
I'll start it for him.
I'm in the
the cult of Scott Kiggins.
Yeah, he doesn't even know about it.
No, I don't even know if he's watching. Hold on, I gotta see if anybody's watching.
Hit him up, dude.
Just call him.
Hit him up.
Dude, what are you doing right now? Do you realize what you started? Ain't nobody in here.
Let's go.
We're just recording at this point, which is fine.
It's the name of the game,
It
dude.
is the name of the game.
Name of the game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was more into sports. I feel like that's the route.
No, we can do all kinds of things, dude. We
Yeah.
can do all kinds of things.
You're in sales. How long you been doing sales for?
Year and a half, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's very much, to me, it's gambling. There's no difference between this and gambling, but for whatever reason, my girlfriend gets super pissed when I'm at the casino, and and when I'm at work, it's good,
Wow.
And even that, but yeah.
I never made that connection before.
No, I really, I don't know. Especially like for something like sales, like however much time you invest into that, if that doesn't, that's what you're gambling.
If you're good at sales, you get paid on sales. If you're not good at sales, you can't.
You lose.
And how many people have you come across that just believe they'd be really good at it, and you're like, no, you'd cry. You'd cry when somebody says, yeah, you didn't make anything this week. Why? Because you suck.
Yeah, you didn't ask the right questions, dude. Or you interpreted the answer to the question wrong.
It's always your fault.
Yeah.
Yep.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
It kind of is. I guess, I don't know. If I was good at sales, I feel like that's what a good salesperson would say, is that, like, it is. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not good at sales.
I think there's reasons for everything. I was in sales a long time, dude. And there are some crazy fucking reasons people will come up with not to buy. And at the end of the day, it's just like they don't want it.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. Isn't it funny that you got to come up with a reason other than just like,
Right.
dude, like, it's cool. You don't want it, dude. It's
The
good.
day I heard buyers are liars, I was so relieved. I was so relieved because I thought I was full of shit. Like, people had almost convinced me my first year of sales that I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, nah, dude, they suck. they do this maybe every 5-6 years or so. You're supposed to do this every day. They don't know. You know. The buyers, they'll lie because they don't know what they're doing.
I feel like sometimes I've been in a buyer position where the role would flip, like, because and I'm like thinking that, like, I know what this guy should be thinking who's trying to sell me something.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, what are you missing here? I'm going to buy something.
Right.
Like, you gotta, like,
You don't
help
have to
me,
try-
dude.
yeah.
Like, help me get
the
the
only
right
thing that's gonna stop me
Yeah.
from buying is
I was at-
fucking terrible experience.
So this is something I do. I think it might have been my girlfriend's birthday or something, and I'm on my way to her birthday. I got no gift or anything because that's
Solid.
Look, this
It's a solid look.
it's how I roll.
Hell yeah.
What I did, I left a couple minutes early so that I could stop by the store on my way so I could buy it, like, on the way to the birthday party. And so I'm walking in. I was in a K jeweler. I've never been in a K jewelers before. This was the closest one on the way where it added the least amount of time. I am not necessarily in support of K jewelers. I have no idea what they do over there. I know that the sales guys sucked. I'm like, I gotta buy something in like 5 minutes. Like, let's go, get me something. And he's just like, you like this? I'm like, no. How about this? We go through every aisle. Eventually, I end up back at, like, the first thing. I'm just like, all right, dude, we're buying this. This is what we're doing. So yeah. Shout out to my girlfriend. Happy birthday to her. And
It's a great experience.
yeah, I had a good time. But yeah, it was just I don't
Ozzy,
know.
good day. What's up?
Oh,
Call one of the pods.
Look at this.
It's one of my fellow gamers.
Good day. Hey,
They trickle in.
Australia Day, January 26th. Is that correct?
Is today the 25th?
Well, no, I'm
You're
saying
time traveling
Australia Day is a big holiday. Is the Aussie thing?
Oh.
Are you commenting to what I'm saying?
Yeah. she
Okay.
is.
So you're confirming that
Mhm.
Australia Day, January 26th.
It's tomorrow. Oh, January 26th. Okay.
There we go. Big day.
I was like, tomorr's the 26th.
That's a big day for a
didn't hear
lot of
January.
people. Kobe Bryant died 6 years ago, 2020, January 26th.
Hmm.
I was celebrating Australia Day, 2020, January 26th. Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. I'll never forget that date.
Ruined Australia Day for you.
Thank you, Aussie Battler, for hopping in here and confirming that for me. Confirming.
I gotta ask, how do you celebrate? How do you celebrate
Australia Day?
Yeah, how do you celebrate Australia? Is that like our 4th of July?
Yeah, I've only really been a part of it one time. I've been a part of it once. It was that famous day in 2020, and I mean, it was a blast. I could tell you that I no longer drink from part of what I no longer drink. But that day I did. That day I did, and Australia Day ended with me on the ground, and I was fighting one of my best friends. He was holding a knife at one point. I started I was like, "What are you gonna do with a knife?" I was so delusioned that you're gonna bring a knife to this fight? What are you gonna do with that? We're gonna fight, man. So what the hell? So that's Australia Day to me. That's what Australian independence means
Hell
to
yeah,
me.
dude.
Is just
Is
getting
that about
hammered,
the spirit of the holiday, Aussie?
finding out that
Did
Kobe
he capture
died,
its essence?
and then just wrestling your friends, but it being like serious. Oh, because my buddy didn't want me to drive home.
Oh.
Which was so shout out him. I was like, dude, I'll go drive home, but no.
I got this. It's
So they're
Australia Day. I'm
so they're
fucking
saying
going.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, so that's awesome. Australia Day is pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
And also, side note, that whole day I didn't understand what people were saying to me, and I thought it was Austria Day. But it wasn't. It was Australia Day.
Hell yeah.
So-
Where the fuck were you?
I was I was up at Monmouth University.
Okay.
And
Is there a big Australian population up there?
yeah, at the time, the swim team had a couple Australians or something, and that's who I was rocking with that day. The Monmouth swim team.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, good people up there.
Hell
Good
yeah.
people.
I didn't know anything about Australia Day. Nice. There you go, Ozzy.
Yeah, it's good stuff. One of my favorite days of the year.
And I love how you immediately equated it to the death of Kobe.
That's
some crazy shit, dude.
It was a tough day.
And then fucking Oliver Tree
yeah,
in a helicopter.
he went down. Yeah, this similar fashion.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, that was a bummer. Oliver Tree, I didn't know his music all that much. I just thought he was great. I thought he was a very funny guy. Dude.
My wife is a huge fan.
Such great bits, and then the
I thought he
music
was
like
funny,
would
too.
be popular. Like it would be like weird where I'd realize that he does music. Like I thought he was just like a funny guy,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, oh, this popular song is actually him.
This dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out Oliver Tree. I know Liam Riley, friend Liam. I know you had him on here before. Liam was a big Oliver Tree fan. So let's share
I gotta
share
message
some
him,
love
see
and
if he's
support
okay.
to Liam Riley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make sure
we
he's
actually
alright.
do, which is not a joke at all. We
No.
actually have to do that.
When Chester Bennington died, it was all hands on deck for my wife because she was such a fucking Linkin Park fan.
Oh.
Like LPU, Linkin Park Underground member for since she was young. She followed him around every time they came into the area. She's got a tattoo of Chester on the back of her leg. It was like the death of a family member. So I get it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I felt the same way when George Carlin died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. It is so funny though to just think about how you're just like this. I don't know. It's remarkable. It's amazing how you could not literally don't know them at all, but you know them so well,
And they're so important.
yeah.
And then when they go, you're like, oh well, that important chunk of my life is no longer providing energy.
Over.
It's crazy.
It does do a good job though of putting everything, and I don't know. I sometimes appreciate it. As terrible as you appreciate, you're like, I am gonna die. This guy
Yeah.
died. I'm gonna die.
Sure.
We are all gonna die.
Yeah.
So let's
I hope it's as
act
cool as
accordingly.
something as a helicopter crash.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I wouldn't want to die like Elvis style. Because
That's kind of cool too. It's still a drug overdose.
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah.
And on the toilet kind of thing is kind of funny. But
It is
people were
funny.
really sad about that. Like, looking back, that's a shit way to go. That's a comedic way to go.
I can't imagine the Elvis fans were sad about his death, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they're devastated.
Devastated.
I know that. I think it might also be the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death, maybe yesterday or the day before, which I only know that because, I don't know, something to Michael Jackson. I only know that because David Burrows is a big Michael Jackson fan, and I don't know. I watched his documentary about the Neverland thing, so I can't.
So it's
I don't-
fresh.
So I don't
Still
know.
pretty fresh in the memory.
Yeah,
banks.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that he did get his dick sucked by all those kids. So
Damn.
that's kind of where.
It's unfortunate.
So I have a hard, unfortunately,
Strange segue.
King of Pop, yeah.
King of Pop. Strange segue.
Yeah, what were we saying before that? That was way more appropriate.
I don't know. You just blew me right out of the water with
My
that
bad,
one.
man.
No, you're
Michael
fine.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Great music.
Yeah,
Great music.
yeah. Death, terrible thing.
Yeah.
Terrible thing, but also completely normal and expected.
Crazy.
It'd be weird if
Just
you
like-
didn't die.
Just a crazy part of the package that you get with life.
Yeah.
You know? Like, nothing else is guaranteed, but there's two things. You were born.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
One time I had a conversation about exactly this with a Turkish rug store owner in Charleston, South Carolina.
You took a lot of drugs back in the day, didn't you?
Ironically, this was middle of the day.
I'm not saying you were
I
on
didn't-
drugs.
I
I'm
didn't
saying
do-
drugs lead you to things like talking to a rug owner from Turkey.
Drugs does leave you to be optimistic to this. Yeah, to be like, yeah, I'm open to this conversation.
I'll talk to this guy.
Yeah.
I bet you he knows lots of things.
Yeah. No, you're right. I fully did talk to him. Like, yeah. Like I wanted to hear.
I'm sorry,
I wanted to hear his thoughts.
Please continue.
No, that was a funny day. Yeah, my buddy was just looking for a rug, and then I'm just like, all right, I'll go in the rug store with you, and then I just end up talking to that dude. He's like, my father died last week, and I'm like, oh, it's terrible, man. Like, and he's just like, he was born with nothing, and he died with nothing.
Mm.
And I was like, or actually, he might have said he was born naked and died naked, and I'm like, yeah. Sorry about your dad,
Sorry.
man.
Just met you.
Yeah. These are great rugs, though.
Thank you. You like my rugs?
Yeah. It was good. I speaking of death and cool ways to die. I'm gonna have a lot of food allergies, so I'm just gonna be real. I'm gonna be real disappointed if my death comes from like I'm allergic to stuff like peas and like rice, and just very odd, just weird, just inconvenient stuff. Really,
Right.
it's more of an inconvenience to me than anything. I'm just like, I'm allergic to chicken, which I like chicken, but I can't have it or I'm gonna like die. So, I'll be really disappointed if that's what takes me out. It'll be disappointing, to say the least.
Yeah, you die from like a shepherd's pie that nobody disclosed there's
Exactly.
fucking peas in there.
My mother's favorite meal was her father's shepherd pie, and my whole life I would eat this and I would enjoy it, and then I would just get so tired, like I would have no idea what was going on.
Oh, you were dying.
Yeah, that's what it was. It turned out. I mean, clearly not enough to actually take me out, but yeah. Strange,
Yeah.
it was unexplained for a long time, and then it was peas, okay,
Peas.
and apparently you can't do shepherd's pie without the peas,
Yeah, then it's just like a meat pie. Then it's a whole different thing.
which would be
Arguably
way better,
Arguably better.
way better,
Way better.
more meat the better.
Yeah, I think the peas were just like an unnecessary like
What are they about?
attempt to make something green in there.
What do they do?
Some Irish lady's like,
You don't even eat enough fucking greenage. Get in there. Eat your shepherd's pie, fucker.
Peas, man.
peas, dude.
I
I'm
hate
allergic to cats.
'em. Are you?
Yeah, so as long as I'm not eating a lot of Chinese food, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
The way I found the way I found out I was allergic to cats was crazy. It was Woodstock Trading Post,
Yeah.
down on 70.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back when I was a kid, my father went there. I actually interviewed them. They're great. Shout out Mom
Really?
and Seth.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad brought me in there because he's born in 1953, so he's a 60s and 70s hippie.
Yeah.
Bought his incense and all his tie-dye T-shirts there, and they had this big cat, fluffy cat named Mr. Monstro. And of course, I'm like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm just loving the shit out of this cat, touching my face because I'm a child, and then my face blows up. We're at a pizza place. My dad's like,
Damn, so it was
just
that
rub
crazy,
some water in
huh?
it. My dad's like, rub some water in it, you're fine. My face is like, yeah.
Like it really, you got
Swelled up,
swelling and
yeah.
hives. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only get that from the food allergies, which is so
Are you allergic to peanuts?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
I am.
That'd be weird if you weren't.
Yeah, peanuts, tree nuts, rice, chicken, turkey, duck, the peas, whatever.
Are you so allergic to peanuts? Like if you're in a room with a peanut, you like start gasping for air, or like more mildly allergic?
No, way cooler than that. Yeah,
Cooler? It's a
yeah.
sexy allergy.
Yeah.
I only get a little bit of blotchiness.
No, I could be nearby it pretty good. I'm good being nearby it. I just can't eat it, and pretty quickly, like, yeah, I don't know. Pretty quickly, I find out. I'm like, oh, that definitely had cashews in it or something. Pretty quickly.
Well,
my
I
body
got
tells me
EpiPens.
before I realize.
I got
Yeah.
EpiPens because my stepdad's allergic to bees, and he's over all the time. So I have EpiPens in the house.
Dude, bees is a bad. I wouldn't want bees to, because the food I can control.
Yeah.
You know, like I within reason I know what I'm eating. The bees, like that could come out of nowhere and really put a damper on things.
Yeah, you're not gonna get attacked by a shepherd's pie.
No. And
No.
if you do,
unless somebody's wielding it,
if you do, yeah.
then I guess it's your time.
You know,
right?
one time Scott Kiggins threw a shepherd's pie right at me.
Get the fuck out of here. That's attempted murder.
Yeah. I know, he's a terrible guy.
Your ex was the same? What, allergic to fucking everything? That's wild. I know my daughters are allergic to anything that has penicillin in it. Peanuts. Oh, okay.
God,
well,
what
peanuts
a,
is pretty common.
What a loser. Allergic to peanuts. Jesus. Penicillin.
And penicillin.
I think my brother has a latex allergy, so he can't even wrap it up. He has to have sex with these women with nothing on. He's forced to medically. It's a medical.
How unfortunate.
He's a medical exemption from condoms.
Just pulls out his car.
Yeah.
I'm not wrapping this, honey.
Yeah. Can't do nothing about. Yeah.
Dropping these loads in the name of medicine.
Yeah, in the name of medicine.
Have you ever had a super
For
close call with one of these allergies? Like almost took you out?
It was. I guess honestly, when I found out I was allergic to turkey and rice, I was trying to bulk. I was trying to get like you. I was trying to get bulked up. I was trying to bulk, which
Go on.
clearly I
Go on.
have fallen so far off track. I
The
swear
trick
that,
is to be super short.
yeah.
You fill out pretty quick when you're only 5'6".
Yeah. At one point, I swear to you, to all the viewers out there, to the millions of viewers out there, I swear at one point I did have a little bit of muscle mass. At one point I did. That has since left me completely.
I think you look great, dude. You're good.
Thanks, man.
You're in good shape.
I'm doing a triathlon on Saturday.
Wow.
And that's really where this concern comes from. I am ruined. I used to be good at these things. I swam like I'm a swim. I used to be good at triathlons. I am ruined this Saturday. I'm gonna die.
Have you trained for it at all?
No,
Wow.
not at all.
Just going straight off of nostalgia. Like, I just want to remember what this feels like with no training.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, man.
Well, may Scott Kiggins be with you.
Yeah. Scott Kiggins.
So,
I
I'm
actually don't
sorry.
even have a bike for the race. I'm just gonna get on Scott's shoulders, and he's just that's gonna be the bike portion.
You already won.
It's gonna be
So
me on
you
Scott's
already-
shoulders, and we're gonna do
It's
the
the new
bike.
Chuck Norris, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. You were eating turkey and rice?
I was eating turkey and rice. At the time, I was in good shape, so I would go for runs. I would go on a run, and I think I might have been training for a marathon or something at that time, so I would run. And maybe this was the start of the training, because I'm on this run, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, I feel horrible. Like, I'm like, I can't breathe at all. Like, I'm looking at, like, my body's itchy everywhere. I felt bad, which turned out to be that I was actually gonna die.
You were dying.
I'm like, I'm just running. I'm like, oh, how am I this out of like I'm ruined. I can't do this. And then I get back to my apartment, which I managed to just like I maybe made it a mile, and then I had to just stop and walk all the way back. Like I'm like, dude, I'm so done. And then I end up being in a position where I like get back home and I'm like looking in the mirror. I look like I'm 85 years old. Like I hardly recognize my like everything swollen, everything looks bad. Yeah, that was crazy. I tried to take a shower. I almost like passed out in the shower because I really didn't understand. I thought it was allergies from like maybe the trees or like I didn't know what it.
You thought it would
was.
just go away.
I did not think it was the turkey and rice. So then I end up like the following week they just tested me. They asked me what I ate that day. They tested me for like everything, and they were just like, "Holy fuck, dude! Like you got a lot of allergies." And
How
I'm
many
like,
in total would you say? Like over a dozen?
dude,
You think?
I don't know. That day they tested me, which by the way, I think it might have been like somehow I got the bill, and the bill's like $4,500. I don't even know. They were like chasing me for this money for a year. I was at this doctor for 30 minutes total, maybe. They stuck these little needles in me, tested me for everything. They were like, "Yeah, you're allergic to everything," which is basically the exact same conclusion that I came to.
Right.
And then
That'll be $4,500,
yeah,
please.
and then they're like, "Yeah, you're allergic to everything." I'm like, "Okay." Any tips? And then I think they charged me another couple $100 to get on a call where they were just like, "Yeah, you're like they're supposed to talk about the results more," and they're just like, "Yeah, you're just definitely allergic to this stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." What is it? How is this different than what I knew going into this? Like,
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the American healthcare system.
yeah, good people.
Yeah.
MUSC down there in Charleston, South Carolina. Good people. They'll tell you.
$4,500.
Yeah, 4,500. They'll for
Stab the shit
sure
out of you.
chase it down. And I think ironically too, we got it paid or whatever, and then they still sent me a letter of like oh, you owe us more money, but they lost the payment. Like it was on them. But it's so annoying.
Ozzy says, "Oh, Canada."
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, that's where it should have happened. That's a good place to be allergic to stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Don't you guys have universal health care?
Canada.
Yeah. Nice.
Hockey, Canada. Yeah, that's what I know about Canada. Canada seems. Have you ever been to Canada? I've never actually been up there.
I don't know if I'm allowed.
You're banned
I
from
don't.
Canada?
Not banned. I've never been, but I'm pretty sure if you have a checkered past like mine,
Right.
they don't let you in. I'm on
Why?
paper in America because they're like, "Nope, fuck that guy." Like, they're like, "No."
They let Drake in, don't they? Isn't he like?
Yeah, but he's a native. He's from Canada.
all right.
Depends on the crime.
It's gotta be a homegrown.
I took a lot of
crime.
things without asking in the efforts to acquire substances to alter my state of being on several
Let's go.
occasions. But
So-
that was a long time ago.
So let me ask you this:
Sure.
you're talking a lot about like are you like sober? Like you went through addiction or anything like that? Is that what happened?
I was in recovery in the 12-step sense for just about 14 years. I've
Really?
abstained from literally everything. The only thing that was my vice was cigarettes and Red Bull.
Yeah.
And only till recently, after talking to family and like really like kind of hashing it out to the point where like I felt it. Because here's the thing. I have immense anger issues, and after a lot of spiritual practice, they were still lingering.
Yeah.
Went to several doctors, and they're like, "You're Xanax." I'm like,
Right.
"No," and they're like, "Well, why not?" And I'm like, "Cause I'll fucking rail it through a straw, and then 2 weeks later, I'll be stripping copper out of your house because you gave me your business card, and I'll track you down.
Yeah.
You're a doctor, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll steal your shit and help you look for it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys. So like, eventually, somebody's just like, "Why don't you just smoke weed?" And I'm like, "Cause it's a drug, man."
Yeah.
I'm not, like, mind you, I'm not, doing meth or pills or, coke or anything like that. But it was still scary after a long time of like sponsored and sponsoring people. And like, I really just kind of, and plus NA as a whole got very culty to me. Like the recovery scene got very culty. I don't talk about that often, but like it is a part of it. It's a very big part of it. But like over the past couple of years, I've been smoking and I've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
I've never been a good drinker.
Yeah.
Never. Even in my partiest of phases, like I was the DD because I told Scott this. Like I'm either fully clothed in a running shower drunk, or I'm butt naked on a front lawn. There's no happy medium, and I'm better off as a driver.
Can we address this if there's jail time involved?
Yeah, there was jail time.
Yeah,
involved.
every crime mostly. What kind of crime? I know there's no way like
the kind of crimes I was doing. I mean,
of course there's jail time.
I look all right on orange.
How come they can't look? If anything, to me, I'd like to speak directly to the people of Canada, and their immigration team over there up in Canada. They serve the jail time. It's if they're out of prison, that means that hopefully that maybe they learn from it in any way. Like I think that it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be that just jail. You can't write the guy off if they're going to jail.
I appreciate a country that doesn't just want to let multiple felons walk through without a little bit of footwork. I mean, I'm sure I'm allowed now. It was definitely been a long time. They let me in. Hey, there you go. There you go.
A little bit of jail time.
But isn't like it's not everyone, but they do their diligence. All right, fair enough. Maybe. I would totally go to Canada. I want to see where Trailer Park Boys was filmed.
Oh, dude, talk about a great show.
Fucking see that.
Talk
so
about
bad.
a
And
show.
Letterkenny. I want to go to the Letterkenny.
It's the way of the road, dude. It's the goddamn
it's the way of the road, Bubs.
Way
she goes.
Way she goes.
The way she goes, Bubs.
Yeah.
He's a fucking handsome kitty right
awesome.
there.
So you were a part of NA and
yeah, when
but really you abstained from everything. You were out on everything.
Everything.
And you were doing 12 steps and you were doing it all.
I did the AA steps a couple of times and then the NA steps and then
are the NA steps different?
Just longer, more involved, very in depth.
And
like,
are there 15 of them or something?
I feel like AA is very much like get through it, get it into your head, and just start routining it, and then go over it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And then it's just a life of doing that. Like I feel like the other fellowship really just kind of like makes each step like a long process. Some steps take like a year.
I have a very loose so I went to rehab when I was 18 for alcohol, and that's I was in there and I haven't drank alcohol since then.
Good for you.
It's been
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been 6 years since I've drank, and
God bless,
and
dude.
similar to you, like I've done, like I do smoke from time to time. I try to be super mindful of the way I'm using it, and
Right.
to me, honestly, it's a terrible way to think of it, but yeah, it's almost as simple as even if I do abuse this, and even if I do abuse it for 2 weeks on end, I'm not gonna drive drunk and kill people. And so would it be better to not do that and fall into that trap for a couple of weeks? Yes, but yeah, I mean, addiction's definitely if I were to drink, dude, who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like I have beer here.
Yeah.
If somebody wants a beer or a drink or something, I'm usually able to, but I won't.
Yeah.
I'm home and I don't
Yeah.
even like drinking because I'm really not good at it. I say stupid shit. I do stupid shit. I hurt people. I'm just not as smooth as I was with other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I always thought I was smooth with alcohol. And maybe you would say that you were for 20 minutes, and then,
As you were transitioning
super
into
short
drunk.
windows.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's sick, and then
Yeah.
right after that, he's the
I'm like a
worst,
party animal.
worst guy I ever met. And,
Yeah. There's some people that just shouldn't drink. Like we had a girl in high school that always was at parties, always getting too drunk. We called her the party pooper.
Yeah.
Because she got so drunk one time she shit herself in the powder room right by the front door where everybody's walking through.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that.
No, that's
It's a bad look.
That was me. That was me, but no one told me that was me necessarily.
You're a party pooper?
Oh, for sure. Not every time, which was it was a big gamble if someone were to invite me. They're taking a huge risk. It could be a good time.
You're a liability.
Yeah, it could be a good time, or it could just be a disaster for them. Yeah, no, a lot of liability. Like I think I have you probably can't see it on the camera. I think I have a scar here on my face, which is fully just from running in the woods in Philly, like hammered and fallen, like hitting a thorn bush, and then I had no idea my face was bleeding till halfway in the Uber when someone like told me.
You you're fucking bleeding.
No, it was funny. So a lot of good stuff like that.
I've had some PCP runs through the woods.
Oh yeah.
Cops come, break up a party in the woods, and it's just your fucking mechanized
Booking
Terminator running. You don't feel shit, and
No.
sticks are hitting you in the face. Yeah, go right through it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Good
I
times.
talked to people. I discussed it with my father, because I hurt so many people with my run through addiction and stuff like that. And I abstained for so long. I really tried to come at it from a logical standpoint. I just don't want to be angry. I just want to be able to take that moment and not be pissed, because my brain was snapping to attack every time, and it was getting unmanageable. And I was trying to live this spiritual lifestyle, and I'm trying to be a good person. And at the same time, I didn't have the mechanism. It was gone, the mechanism in my brain, because I was getting so fed up living a spiritual life and people being so fucking angry and pieces of shit all the time. You try and live that life, and then you just realize that it's only you and your small cult of people in recovery.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is just free to be a piece of shit, succeed, and you're just
they
pissed
don't
about
even.
it.
Yeah, they don't even know. Yeah, ignorance is.
And
bliss.
I would never steer anybody away from the abstaining part. I really put myself through the gauntlet of not doing it, because I put myself through a penance. I used for 10 years, and I got clean for longer. You know what I yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't say congratulations, dude, that's awesome.
Thanks.
And,
I mean, I'm not in
yeah.
recovery.
Yeah.
And I don't call it clean
Well,
because of that. Because I was in recovery so long, I don't call myself clean.
Yeah. And I really wouldn't. Yeah. I try my best to make sure that my distinction is always I don't drink alcohol. That's what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just try to make it clear, it's, you know, because some people are I don't know how you do it. I'm like, dude, I just don't drink alcohol. It's not a big deal.
But anybody in the 12-step programs that I would probably gripe about that, and I'm not, they would definitely gripe, and I would agree with them.
I had a similar understanding. So I went to rehab and I stopped drinking when I was 18. So it was pretty. I don't want to say I was very fortunate to not have had that been my life for that long, which made it easier. You'd argue, and I don't want to disparage, because there were some younger people who didn't have the same success as me, and it was really challenging for them. It is obviously it is hard, but I very much benefited from doing that as pretty much as early as you possibly could.
Yeah,
I was the youngest guy there in rehab for sure. I was 18, and yeah, everyone else, dude, they were
older.
But that's what. If anything, that's exactly what it was. You would talk to someone who's 77, their life's over. They did it.
Yeah.
It's over. There's no opportunity to not live that way.
Yeah.
It's over.
If that guy stops right now and collects a 10-year key tag, he'll be 87.
Yeah, which is
wild.
Which, again, to people in that situation, that's awesome. Again, really proud of someone for doing that, and to think about how hard that is for that to be your life for 60 years. Let's say you started doing it at 17 or something like that. Yeah, it's incredible to those people were very inspirational, but they would always have the same thing where they'd say something like, "Don't be like me."
Yeah.
And I'd be looking at them and I'd say, "No offense, but I really don't want to be, actually. I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, dude."
Yeah, but you look like you fucked up a lot.
Yeah, I don't.
I truly believe I think it's a blessing that you see that your bottom was deep enough.
Right.
Getting out.
Yeah. Why? Who says? Why would I have to do anything worse?
Yeah. Anybody that tells you, you didn't really fucking, they can eat a whole bag of shit.
They're completely right.
Lick the bag.
They're
when they're
completely
done.
right.
Yep.
But also I'm good. I don't
also eat a bag of shit.
Yeah. Have fun doing the crack in the alley. I guess I'm good. I don't.
There's
need
always
to
a
do
guy
that.
who's got a rougher story, and there's always a guy who's got a story softer than yours. And I'd say your bottom's always deep enough, as long as you're I can't fucking do this anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm glad you were smart enough at 18 because
I'm glad I am, too.
It took me to like in my mid 20s to figure it out.
It's funny, like, yeah, I don't know. I got a lot. The 18-year-old me, like, talk about a smart guy. Like, I got no. he was way. He was on it, dude. He was good at this. He had a great understanding. Like,
What's up with 20 for you? You don't think he's on the same level?
It's farther removed. I think that. No, I was definitely maybe not 18, but there were a couple years where I was like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you feel similar but like just in sobriety. Like I was a really good person for a while. Like because I wasn't necessarily in the program, but I did live by those steps in a pretty like, yeah, like I did. And to your point with like the like cult scene or whatever, like people would like, like you're not in AA, like you're not doing anything. And I'm like, so
yeah,
I understand where they're coming from too, but I don't know. For me, it was, I don't know. I felt like I was in a good place. Like I talked to this, I was in an Uber ride. It was a 2-hour Uber ride from the Los Angeles airport to Santa Barbara, California.
Oh, wow.
I had this Uber ride and this guy was like 80. And he's like, yeah, I do this drive sometimes. Like I'll drive people to the airport. And I'm talking to him about alcohol. And he's like, yeah, I haven't drank since I was like 24 or something. So he didn't do it his whole life. I was like, you ever go to meetings or anything? Ever go to AA? And he's like, no, I just like, why do I need to revisit it every time? Like I'm moving on. It doesn't define me. I'm moving on. I that to me made a lot of sense to me. And I don't know if it was because of my only really doing it for a couple of years. Like I think that might have been part of it too. But to me, I think that it did make more sense for me. Like everyone's different, but for me, I don't know how much it would have helped to been at AA every week and keep honing in on like just I don't know.
I needed recovery like a job.
Yeah,
I needed 30 hours a week of that shit, dude. Easy. I like the human being, and I say that loosely, that I was before I fucking stopped doing drugs and committing crime. The creature that I was not something that could just stop and then reintegrate back into like they called NA brainwashing, but like my brain needed washing. Like I needed to have somebody take my brain out, scrub it clean, plop it back in, and be like, okay, go do this. Yeah, and that's what I needed for a long time. And then eventually, you do kind of start to realize like there are things and aspects of this that I need to take throughout the rest of my life, and then there are things that I need to move on from, because if you don't, then you stay still and you stay stagnant, and that doesn't help your life. And some people are still rocking it and they move on, or some people just stay there, and that's good too. Some people need that. Some people are at a spot where they need it.
And it's great. It is great to be like that. There's nothing wrong with that program. That program's helped so many people for so long. Yeah. Dude, I could talk about this stuff for a while, dude. I love this stuff. Which people always think I'm like weird for.
I like war stories, dude. I love a good war story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a good fucking stupid thing you did, kind of when you were messed up. Like the running shower shit. Dead ass serious about that. They used to call me Dizzy. That was my nickname back when I was.
You would have all the clothes on in the shower?
Yeah. Nice. Well, like, or somebody thought I was like going through something, or like going like on too much drugs, and like that's why he's like passing out, throwing up, because they thought I was on something, so they'd throw me in there like a cold shower to try and wake me up, and then I'm like, I'm just drunk. And they're like, oh, fucking leave him in there.
I'm just drunk.
The story, right, the story of
they're
Dizzy
disappointed to find out you're not overdosing.
Well, more like they were just bracing for the worst.
Yeah,
they're like, it's got to be something. It can't be something simple like Jack Daniels. It's got to be. It's got to be all the things. He's on ecstasy or some shit. He's overheating. Let's get him in a cold shower. Yeah, I remember being in a temple party, and I was only like 16 or 17 years old. I always hung out with older dudes because I've always been very personable, old soul kind of thing.
Those were all my friends too. Yeah.
When
I was up at Monmouth, I was in high school. I wasn't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was staying with my buddies.
Yeah, but all the college kids loved hanging out with me because I was a jokester, and I fucking. I was like the little drunken pet at all the '90s movies that they would feed the kid or whatever, and then there's you pan to like a half hour later in the party, and then the kid's just like shit faced in the corner. That was me. And I'm being fed alcohol and drugs all night, and then like I'm getting the spins. So I start spinning in a circle in the middle of this bumping like kitchen, and it's like people shoulder to shoulder. And I'm spinning. My one boy's like, "Hey man, you all right?" I'm like, "I'm fucking dizzy," and like I start spinning in a circle. And the whole party starts going, "Oh, I guess he wants me to call him Dizzy." So they're like, Dizzy. And the sound, me spinning and the spins, I went, and almost a complete. When I tell the story to friends, I say it was a perfect circle. It was almost a complete circle of vomit, passed right out in the middle of the kitchen, of course, fully clothed. And then I woke up the next morning in a buddy's trunk. Like, I was in the trunk.
In the trunk.
Yeah. Luckily, it was in the day and age of early cell phones, so I had a Nokia brick phone that would work no matter what. And I called him.
So you were locked in the trunk.
Well, they apparently brought girls home. And I was the child and the liability. So they're just he's sleeping. He's fine. Just stuff him in the trunk of a Sentra.
My buddies did a very similar thing. I went to visit them at Rowan, and it was a day. It was a Darty's day party, as the kids used to call them. I don't know what they call them anymore, but Darty, But yeah, and ended up same thing. Ended up in the trunk. Eventually I wake up on the couch. I'm like being drop kicked. They're just showing me videos of me getting drop kicked the whole time while I'm asleep on the couch.
I never got.
And they're like, does your back because they're trying to wake me up, I guess. Nothing, just to sleep. Like, I'm getting full-fledged body drop kick just to sleep. Absolutely nothing.
Just dead to the world.
And then at some point I woke up and like, yo, what's going on? Like, where are we going? Where's the party? Why are we here? Like, and they're like, because of you.
We had my one boy completely markered up with dicks and shits and fuck face. Every bare bit of skin had something written on it.
You ever cover your boy in lotion?
Can't say I have.
I was just a witness for this. I felt horrible while it was happening the whole time. I was like, dude, why are we doing this? Stop
we
this.
Should stop, but I'm going to sit here.
My buddy, I have a full 3-minute video of me filming it while the dude's sleeping. My buddy Ray's pumping lotion into it. At first, he starts with his ear. I'm like, his ear? Don't do it to his ear. No. And as I keep going, by the end of it, he's covered in lotion everywhere, like thick layers of lotion. And that's just the kind of stuff we were doing. Yeah.
They let him breathe.
Yeah, I think we let him breathe, but God, he never really heard again. I don't know that he ever heard again. So it's bad for him.
Well, why don't we do this while we're winding down? Spin the wheel, so I get some topics going.
So I haven't actually seen this wheel, so this is sweet. All right, so what do? I spin the wheel. Do I look at it, or I do it?
You spin it if you want to look at it, and then show the people what you got.
Does everyone see? Oh fuck!
Oh, you're good.
Wrong way. Okay. New bit. Okay. What does this mean?
It means you can either go over a new bit, or if you want to lie to me and use an old bit that you got routine down, or
new bit.
Would you want to do a new bit right now?
I could probably do. This is interesting. I think the approach I want to take to this is I'd like to shout out a woman named Patty Pressler. Patty Pressler, amazing woman. Last night at High Note, I go to High Note. I got there a little bit late, and I walk in, and everyone says, pretty quickly, Andrew Boss comes right up to me. A couple people come up to me. They're like, dude, you missed it. I'm like, missed what? What did I miss? Like, what? And allegedly, which was confirmed, Patty Pressler, who is a woman, she's a very, very young woman, but just, she's probably twice my age maybe, so just it adds to what I thought was so funny about this. I love Patty, but I wouldn't necessarily, I don't really know her that well. She's honestly, if you were to tell me that this happened, she'd be the last person I guess it'd be. So they're like, yeah, Patty did an impression of you. And I'm like, what? What do you mean Patty did an impression of? I'm like, you guys, you're just, this is just a bit you're doing? Why would Patty do an impression? So then I get the video. So I do this, I've done this bit. It's actually the bit that I've had, so it's the opposite of a new bit, basically. It's the oldest bit I've ever had. And it's never worked, ever. And it's essentially just me saying, hey, have I ever told you about my Uncle Eric? And then everyone says, no. And I'm just like, what? I can't believe I never told you about my Uncle Eric. I can't believe I never told you this. And I just do that the whole time. And I say different things that my Uncle Eric got into. I say different stuff, reasons why I think they should know him and that I'm surprised that they don't. And it goes on for a very long time, and yeah, it goes on for a very long time, mostly poorly received. But so Patty gets up there Wednesday and does that bit. She's like, I'm going to be Frank. And then she just does that the whole time. And I thought it was awesome. And so, yeah, I guess my new bit aspect of that would be that I went up there after finding out Patty did this. I watched the video. I get up there, and I misinterpreted what she did. I thought that she was doing a bit where she was telling me, or telling the audience about her Uncle Jake. But she got Uncle Jake. She got my Uncle Eric's name wrong, is what it turned out to be. So anyway, I was just up there, and I was going to have Uncle Eric meet Uncle Jake with Patty at the trailer supply store, at the tractor supply store. But it turned out that she was just doing an impersonation of me, and she wasn't talking about her uncle, her Uncle Jake. But anyway, so this is the kind of comedy I do. This is, yeah, that's the way I would do a bit.
All right, that's fair.
Is just talk about a bunch of nonsense.
I'd love to hear more about Uncle Eric. I've never heard the bit though.
Yeah, my Uncle Eric, my Uncle Lee, my Uncle Uncle D. Sometimes I even go by. I like to sometimes just give them different names.
Oh,
and
people guessing.
The best I ideally I get people to eventually reluctantly say that they have heard of my Uncle E or D or whoever it is. And then I'm just like, that's not his name, dude. You fucking idiot, dude. His name's Tyler. Uncle T. Fucking idiot, dude.
Fucking lying to me.
You acted like you know this guy. Like, so I'll just wait. I'll do it for 9 minutes.
That's funny.
Whatever. But yeah, my uncle Lee, man, what a great guy. Yeah, he a little bit about him. This is a guy who pretty much exclusively ate fast food. Nobody's been impacted by the closure of the Roy Rogers on the New Jersey Turnpike more than my Uncle Eric. He would drive 90 minutes. He would leave work. He'd have an hour lunch break. He'd drive 45 minutes onto the Turnpike just to get to a Roy Rogers and then come back, and he'd be so late, but at least he had Roy Rogers. And that's the kind of guy he is, man.
What a terrible selection. It's like fucking Checkers.
I know, Roy Rogers is ass.
It is ass.
It's terrible.
It's the Arby's of burgers.
And he loves it, but so Roy Rogers, McDonald's, Burger King, Sick Filet as he calls it, Sick Filet, he'll go to all these places and he has very particular orders, and I cannot emphasize this enough. They know his name. Like when they pull up, they say, "Hey, hello, Eric." Any McDonald's, any Burger King. Hey, Eric, good to see you. And then he'll get a Coca-Cola, and then he'll take a sip of it. He'll say hi to them, say, "Hey, it's great to see you. This is my nephew. It's my nephew Frank." I'm like a kid. I'm in the car. I'm thinking this is going to be a normal interaction. Takes a sip of the Coca-Cola. Throws it out the window. Oh my! This is flat. The soda's flat. Like, you make this stuff like this, and he's yelling at the teenager who gets paid $7 an hour. He's screaming at her about how the soda's flat. They get him a new one. The soda's no good. So this is the kind of guy he is. He goes, and then he'll go to McDonald's he'll get French fries from McDonald's. He likes McDonald's French fries, but he asks for them without salt so that they make the fries fresh, and then he gets the salt packet, puts it on. Throws the Coke out the window from the McDonald's. He'll get the soda from there too, but usually doesn't like it. He'll throw it out the window. Tell the waiter that they're crazy.
Big litter bug, Uncle Eric.
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
Just a piece of shit.
Huge litter bug. Huge. His car one time, I swear. Have you seen that? I think it was an Office episode. When Michael has all the fish fillet
of fishes.
That's what my uncle's car looked like for a very long time, but it was all different. All different.
The chickens.
He thinks
Roy
that Burger King has the best, that Whopper's the best burger. So he stands by. He'll go because they have a griddle or something. Like, he's got a reason for all these things. What the fuck? It's because they really cook them on the stovetop, according to him, and that's what makes Burger King so great. So, there's a lot to unpack with this guy. He's yeah.
Is Uncle Eric still with us, or did he die of a heart attack?
He's with us. He's with us, but he moved to North Carolina. So he's no longer in the area. He's no longer tormenting these people. He was a Cherry Hill guy for a long time, and the good thing about Raleigh, North Carolina, which I thought was the funniest thing about being there, is that it's exactly, where he's at is Cherry Hill in North Carolina. The exact same, the Bahama Breeze. There's no different. There's not
Looks
a
like the
single.
Cherry Hill Mall.
Yeah, it's exactly everything he got access to in Cherry Hill is exactly what he has access to.
He did his research.
In Raleigh, North Carolina, except for the Roy Rogers, which is probably why he left. Probably why he
It's a
left
long
his
drive
area.
from fucking
Yeah.
North Carolina to Roy Rogers.
Yeah. So he's he's going through it. He's a beast. He's down there. Shockingly, he's been experiencing some diabetic health issues from this.
I'm surprised.
He drank 7 Coca-Colas a day. It's like 7 for real.
His
7.
cholesterol must look like
7.
shit.
Yeah, it's bad. He's awesome, man. He's a great guy.
We should get him in touch with Scott Higgins. Scott Higgins will
We
change his life.
absolutely need him to get in touch with Scott Higgins.
Yeah, I think that's
What
the
else
move.
can we say about my Uncle Eric, too? One last. I don't know, man. He's awesome. I've told him to try to get into comedy, but he won't do it.
He won't do it?
He's pulling a less on me. He
Oh,
keeps
no.
telling me about how he's writing stuff, but he won't do it.
Well, no.
Little does he know, he has no idea that I do this bit about Uncle Eric the whole time.
No way.
He's no clue. Oh, here's what I'd like to add about my Uncle Eric. I'd like to add this. My uncle. One time I'm at dinner with my Uncle Eric. It's like we're at dinner together, and he's talking to me about the Publix bread, and that. So we were actually eating at the restaurant I worked at the time, which is important to know because just the staff, like I knew the staff and knew everybody. He's telling me about the Publix bread at the local Charleston Publix. I'm like, okay, interesting. It's an interesting story about the bread. Next day, my friend Molly, who works at the restaurant, says, hey, like, it was so nice of your dad to leave a review. I'm like, my dad would never leave a review, ever. You got the wrong guy. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, sure enough, she's like, look at this. And I'm like, so at first, like, I'm locked into thinking that it was my dad. I'm like, no, that didn't happen. Like, show me the thing. It wasn't him. And it's sure enough, it's Uncle Eric. It's Eric. He's got reviews on everything. I'm going through it. He's got reviews on the Publix bread, which is so funny because never did he, when he's talking about the Publix bread, did he mention that he wrote about this in his review. That doesn't come up. He's just given the review. He rated the hotel he was in, and then I find this is the craziest part. I scroll through. I find he leaves a review for Concord Pet Food and Animal Supplies. Any guesses what he might say about Concord Pet Food and Animal Supplies?
What?
He attaches a picture of my family's dog, who died. R.I.P. Crush. He loved the food, like he loved the food from Pet Food Supplies, Concord Pet Food Supplies, and he's like, it was the best. R.I.P. Crush. You'll be missed. And I'm just, dude, it's not your dog. It's even if it was, like, what does publicly leaving a review about his death? What are you doing? And then sure enough, like, I find like more of those. There's just, God, like, yeah. And then, a lot of McDonald's under review, a lot of talking about how the soda's okay. Like a lot of talk about how IHOP's good here at Pantech. We're okay, but the soda was flat. Like just
Threw it out the window.
in-depth analysis of very well-known chain restaurants. So, check Uncle Eric's reviews out for the inside scoop. Yeah,
It's a good read. It reads like Reddit.
for the inside scoop of pet food supplies and all that good stuff.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And send me the video of Patty doing the impression on.
I can do that.
I'll clip that.
I can do that. I have a full clip of that. I can also get you a clip of me being confused that nobody knows them. I can also do that.
I got you. Yeah, let's do it.
If you want that.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I'll make it
Work.
cool. But if you could plug your socials into the camera right here, up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Plug your socials. Tell the people where they can find you.
People of Canada. The Canadian people, I have a message for you. My name's Frank. My Instagram, you could check out some clips I have on there from just different bits or shows coming up. That's Frank Does Comedy on Instagram. I believe my YouTube might have a similar name. And something that we do as well, which I'd like to promote here, is the undercover comedy group that we have where we're really just producing shows. Right now, I have 35 plastic folding chairs in the back of my car, and those could be chairs that you sit in at an upcoming undercover comedy show. No, they're not covered or protected by the weather, Don't worry about that. I'll clean them up before the show. We don't have any scheduled. There's plenty of time for this. So, Undercover Comedy, Liam Riley, Matt Liam, David Burrows, Joey Lupo does an awesome job filming a lot of our shows. So, shout out Joey Lupo. Great guy. Stay loopy. And, yeah, Instagram, Undercover Comedy, YouTube, Undercover Comedy, Frank Does Comedy, all these good people. So, thank you all for listening. And, yeah, this is great podcast. Check out Dust Off the Mic. Awesome room. There's no flies in here at all.
None whatsoever.
It's an incredible
And
setup.
I didn't name any of them.
No.
But yeah, check out those names that he mentioned. A lot of them have been on here. I'm trying to get David Burrows in. I feel like he thinks I hate him or something because we've had to reschedule several times, like due to snow and family shit. So I'm overanalyzing the social interaction thing. That he probably hates me.
No,
I was thinking that. But
there's
anyway,
very few. I can't imagine David actually hating
I feel like
anybody.
you kind of got to go out of your way to make him hate you. He seems like one of those
You
guys.
you really would.
Yeah.
The more I think about this, I don't know what I could possibly do for him to hate you.
Matter of fact, I don't think I could really hurt his feelings via Instagram Messenger.
No.
So yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, I appreciate everybody coming by. Aussie, thanks for
Aussie.
checking in.
I mean,
Thanks for coming in.
Talk about an MVP here.
The VIP.
VIP.
VIP MVP.
Yeah.
ASAP. Hell
Yep.
yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in, guys. I'm going to have the full episode up on Monday, and then we'll trickle in with the clips like we always do. Good to see you. And, yeah, thanks for coming by, dude. I really do appreciate you coming, swinging through and talking to us for a while.
I appreciate it, too. It's awesome. Yeah, dude, good on you for everything you're doing here, and especially trying to figure out life and sobriety and all those good things, too. That's awesome.
We're going to figure it out.
That's great stuff, yeah.
All right, everybody. Peace.